I don't know that I need deep pressure or anything like that. Probably kind of like light or medium to firm or something.
I'm gonna ignore everything you told me.
Uh-oh.
That's a therapist.
Uh-oh.
Episode 1. But pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some what's called soft tissue mobilization, and it's actually coined an instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. That's what the tool is. Gua sha is actually a terminology that the Asians use themselves for their traditional styles, but they do kind of seem like they were originators of just the whole scraping technique, but there has been developed techniques in general from that time. ROCKBLADES, their ROCKBLADES or ROCKBLADE tool is called the Mohawk. That was called the Mohawk. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with some what's called dry brushing. The dry brushing has to do with, for me, is recalibrating the nerves at the surface above the muscle. I feel like there's a lot of nerves above the muscle. There's a lot more that are above it than in the muscle, pretty much so. And at the surface as well, we have space that can capture metabolic waste. That metabolic waste, a lot of clients would call it water retention, we call it inflammation, puffiness. So the list kind of goes on and up. But what we're going to do is we're going to recalibrate the nerves all at the surface for him. So anybody who was sore, super sensitive, or anybody who's numb and has a lot of metabolic waste and has been built up for a long time, usually has numb skin, at pretty much lacking sensitivity. So your extremes are the high or low. This brush will calibrate you and find you in the medium. All right, let's go. Transfer of new blood in that area. The release of old stagnant.
nerves. That's amazing. It's like very fiery down towards the hips.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's the beginning. Now I've recalibrated your nerves. Your brain has taken that message and has relaxed the rest of your body. Now I'm going to keep going on this fascia work. I got the sleeve over the rock blade, over the mohawk, and I'm going to go in and do my series of skin tugs, tugging away at the fascia, looking for areas that are taut, looking for areas that have adhesions. Silicone sleeve over the tool is allowing me to grab onto the fascia and skin and give it a good tug. I'm just going to some series of tugs. Yeah.
I'm just
Breathe it in. Breathe it in, relax the back, and just let it do its thing. Just let it rip that fat shoulder. All skin tucks. And your Asian gland, the one that you're seeing for the trimester, stopping right as I was halfway through this tug routine. She was like, is this the deep tissue? She didn't like this fascia stuff where she wanted to jump straight to the deep tissue. I was like, well, I'm just gonna cancel all this and get to the deep tissue stuff. And after she was like, look, there was some. And I was like, oh, we got trouble. You can mess with the deep tissue.
Wow,
And the Asian brought up the glasses and she started looking at you because it was in me. So that's where she came from.
Oh,
I started wearing initially and she did none of this fashion shit.
She didn't want the fashion stuff.
She wanted to go straight to the claws of doom.
Yeah. That's all she wants to do there.
God was like, well, you're not that compatible. You're not over my days.
Yeah.
But you don't comprehend what's really happening. You're not allowing me to finish my damn painting. I'm not done with my painting. It doesn't look like the Mona Lisa yet. I'm not done. Let me cut my painting. It's only those who are patient can get the reward at the end of the tunnel.
So what are all the benefits of the fascia release related from like what are some of the things you get like in a really good massage?
Oh yeah, when people complain about being tight, you're gonna open up all that tightness. The tightness is coming from the fascia adhesions trapped to the lactic acid metabolic waste built into itself. Just like, why does my bed sheet have wrinkles? Why does the artery get rid of the wrinkles? You gotta crease it down. You gotta use an iron. Oh, so then it goes just like, why am I tight? Because you have wrinkles. they're then adhesively bonding to your metabolic waste, to your lactic acid every night. You don't get that work done every night, guess what? It's gonna shrivel up and shrink and stick. You're gonna feel the achiness in the morning. So everyone goes through that, but we just haven't ever been explained in detail what's actually happening. The space above the muscle has enough space to fill literally fluids within, and that's the fascia pockets, fascia pockets. So the goal of this fascia work, or this instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization again, is to, number one, break up adhesions. Adhesions are bad news. Adhesions will restrict and block blood flow like a dam, like a beaver's dam.
These are fascia and lactic acid.
Yeah, lactic acid is just waste byproduct. It's just positive calcium ions. But the issue is it won't leave that easily.
That's a part of what's being moved during the lymphatic cord to it.
It's trying to get to the lymphatic system, but it has a hard time getting there without help. It doesn't have a pump. It relies on the muscular system. So if you have lazy people who don't jump up and down, let alone self-massage themselves, then they're gonna have a whole bunch of buildup and adhesions build up in particular areas, and the metabolic waste trapped in those areas, and they're gonna say, these muscles are tight right here. They're always gonna point at the neck and shoulder and the mid and lower back. It's the same shit. Oh, you're experiencing sharp pain patterns in the muscle and the movements? No. Okay, the muscles are fine. That just means your fascia is a lot of waste buildup. And it makes sense because that's all people do is eat and use the energy and create waste byproduct. It's not like they're, after they're done with the day, sitting on the phone roller for 20, 40 minutes, rolling out the whole day. And first thing in the morning, rolling out the body before they get to work. They're not doing that, bro. It's like, for example, I told a client like this. How often do you brush your teeth? Do you expect your teeth to look clean? Do you expect your teeth do you expect your mouth to be fresh after you brush your teeth? Yeah, okay. Why do you brush your teeth? For good hygienics, to look good with people, okay? Does it make you feel good? Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't feel a difference. All right, there it is. Why you comb your hair? To look good, okay? We're only doing that for aesthetic purposes. So, in a sense, we had to learn how to do the brushing of our fascia. We had to learn to deknot our muscle. We had to learn how to move metabolic waste as a daily chore, as a life chore. This is an episode I want to create on the channel. Pretty much is what do you value more, how you look or how you feel? And now these are the strategies how to improve how you feel. You have to do fascia work, fascia prep. You have to do fascia cool down. You know, like, this is a number one issue. 3/4 of the nerves sit above the muscle.
Right.
And we have more fascia skin connective tissue than any other cellular tissue in our body, and it's collecting all the waste.
So just dispersing it,
Yeah.
loosening it all.
And think about it. The more bullshit people are eating, like foods that stick, the more adhesive they're going to be, like the more sticky their fascia is going to be sticking to itself, to bone, to metabolic waste fluids. It has to do with viscosity. Oil has a viscosity level. It hardens and temperature drops. It gets to oil when the temperature is warm. The same thing with fascia. The same thing with metabolic waste fluid.
That's the tool.
Oh, this is their tool now.
It's the ROCKBLADES.
This is the bare tool, and we're going through the formula of pressures and speeds that was taught in the formula. So some of my clients, I pretty much just cut them open. With the fascia. Once the fascia is cut open, I can get to the muscles easy. Real easy.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Real easy. it's vulnerable after that. Once I open up your fascia adhesions,
Just,
you just come in and just
I see.
no more of this force field that was stopping me. So what's this force field that's stopping me from feeling the muscle? I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just gonna keep my heart. I guess I'm gonna keep going. That's what I'm saying. That's where the average therapist's intelligence just drops. You don't know what it is they're touching. Totally forgot what's part of the body system. So pretty much that's what's happening in a nutshell. And the older you get, the more active you are, the more metabolic waste you will create and store.
I know you teach a lot about that moving lactic acid, metabolic waste, and personal training as well.
Yeah.
So they
imagine if they taught you that in everyday life, people are gonna go through the same thing. You're sitting on a computer for 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, that's repetitive. You're still burning energy. You're still creating waste byproduct. You can't get out of it. It's like the chef has to cook every day. He's got to eat. He's got people to serve. But guess what? The chef's gonna create a lot of trash. And if no one takes the trash out of the kitchen, guess what? The chef is gonna have a hard time preparing his meals, let alone having a clean kitchen. People have a lot of garbage in their body and the fascia waste though. That's all like it. The skin is the second biggest detoxing organ system for the body.
That's right, yeah.
So it's designed to, it has many layers to it. Fascia is within its layers that wraps around everything.
Yeah.
Filters the waste.
Yeah, that's the way a human is, right?
Yeah, we have our own filtration systems. We just have to recognize it and help it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It just has to be a part of our daily lifestyle choice. Just like brushing your teeth to have bright white, smiling, aesthetic teeth, as to getting the haircut and combing your hair to have aesthetic look.
So,
but this is more of the functional, practical.
can you tell the difference? Like, suppose you have a significantly overweight client, would their adhesions be?
From there, you're trying to calibrate their body fat, muscle, and fat densities.
Yeah. I'm amazed by how much you can do with that. You can do with that tool. That's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, I can burn 30 minutes doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Body.
So yeah, a lot of that soft tissue adhesions you can work to with that. It's amazing.
Yeah, your whole body's full of adhesions. You just really can't see it.
And it's dry work. It's all dry work so far.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Got a little moisture in your skin, a little grease in there. I'm saying, there's some people that just does not glide through because they're like got skin of a frog.
So that is also for gua sha and ROCKBLADE. That is also gua sha.
I think gua sha is just the term from the Asian folks.
So you describe what you're doing as relating to gua sha. It's very much connected. I know gua sha does that as well.
Gua sha doesn't have enough scientific information.
Yeah.
They got an ancient, way of doing the same thing, but they don't got their certification courses. They don't got their scientific facts that back up their education, their information. And if it does, where's the school? Where's the certification?
Yeah.
So again, the Caucasians took it and they made the Graston technique. The Graston family was the first one who did it. After the Graston, it was all these other companies that said, we're going to bite you guys and we're going to study our own, but it became an industry. There's a fascia industry now being emerged because this is an under-taught subject. They didn't teach it to the physical therapists. They didn't teach it to the chiropractors. They didn't teach it to the MD doctors. Why? Because they didn't have enough information on fascia and the functionalities and the purpose of fascia. They were studying dead cadavers. They couldn't see the functionality of the fascia. You have to see it in vivo to see what it does.
Right.
It has to deal with hydrations and fluids and filterizations of waste.
I've had gua sha done before, and just there's other place where I'm working at. But, it's nothing like this. It's a real thing. It's like what's so cool though is actually
course, you know.
Nice. And it's the grass there?
No, I didn't go to grad. I went to the rock tape school.
Oh, rock tape.
ROCKBLADE.
Rock
Company's rock tape, but they made this into ROCKBLADES.
And do they do Graston model based training?
Yeah, they have their ROCKBLADE certification course. That's what I'm saying.
so
I did
cool.
the basic and I did the advanced ROCKBLADE certification course.
So cool. Now, are you doing it again with the silicone coating?
No, we're done
Oh,
with
it's
silicone.
still-
We already did
still-
both sides.
It's true
silicones.
because it feels soft. Normally it feels soft, but it just could be the natural.
No, we started off soft in the first stroke.
I mean, the actual.
You talking about skin or?
No, the actual material, it feels like a soft material.
Oh, we calibrated your nerve, remember?
Yeah.
And the nerves are already like, I feel
Right.
everything feels good and now touching me.
But yeah, I'm sure it's got some of my body oil on it now too. Nice and smooth. It's not quite as dry. That's the difference as well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow. So you're doing the Rockwell style. Rockwell, right? That's the name. Rockwell.
ROCKBLADES.
Rockblade. Yeah. Awesome stuff. Much appreciated. You got me thinking, man. You got my brain gears turning.
I was when I went to physical therapy. When I was going I was working at this physical therapy location. I'm telling you, I was a massage therapist, working with these cats, but you realize that you're coming in as a physical therapy assistant / manual therapist.
Yeah.
And they're looking at everything based on prescription.
Yeah.
But the fact that I told the instructor, he was like, yo, I'm gonna take a certification course, this and that with you. And they said, all right, go for it.
Nice.
And then from there, I said, yo, we'll be doing this on these clients.
Yeah.
Go for it. So I was working on physical therapy clients right after I got certified. And just going to work on these techniques. I would do this and then I would do some trigger point work for them. So I was really loving it.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate it.
So even after, I left that spot, I was still doing the ROCKBLADE techniques. I was doing technique on you gonna get this. And a lot of them never said nothing, and some of them did complain, but at the end of the day, it was all practice. I needed for me to really learn what's going on with the body, fashion, skin, and
that's cool.
And then sometimes I just don't do no blade work, nothing, just do hand work. And then I see my results. Instead of I'm like, it could have been more effective. If I could have used an instrument to open up the fashion. Because the hand and the oil is sometimes too smooth.
Yeah.
You really grab and scrape away at this skin in any areas that could be taut or sticking.
Right. Or is it this you can get the tug on it, loosen it up better? That's impressive.
This is literally like scraping.
I'm excited to see how I'm feeling afterwards. I'm very excited about that.
Oh yeah, I don't even have to do no massage work for you. This is, once I'm done with this, your body's gonna be radiating. But I do this and the hand work for people who won't be able to tell me, you didn't do no But I have done some clients where they only had a 50-minute. I feel like this is what they needed. They were loving it, so this is what I did. A little bit of DMX, and that's it. You put no lotion or oil on their back.
Interesting.
They loved it.
Wow.
So that just lets me know that a lot of the traditional styles have been created just to give people this relief sensation.
Yeah.
And that's great, but there's many ways to skin cat. Mobilization comes through.
Yeah.
It's just instrument assisted. I just like doing combination of both. That's why the more time you give me, the more I can put together all these stimulants in one session. I call it the Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Now that feels like it's a more of a rougher edge. Is that edge of it a little bit rougher, or is it just a smooth edge?
No, you just got to an area where you don't have that much muscle development.
Yeah. Oh, it just feels like the actual surface of it isn't more like
No,
it's a smooth edge. Yeah. Awesome.
No, I'm focusing on going deeper right now. That's why.
Yeah.
Before I was going lighter, this is the deep stroke.
Yeah, I can, you know what it is? I can feel the scrape the sensation.
Exactly, that sensation is literally like ironing out any granules that are uneven.
That's so cool. Wow. Oh, this is an experience, that's for sure. Definitely different.
That's what's interesting. That naturally came out of you. That's the number one phrase that they were saying at Rock Play School.
That's different.
That it's not better, it's different.
Yeah.
That's what and they were saying that your brain loves different. Especially when it wasn't a threat.
Right. Yeah, it reminds me of some of the skin scraping stuff I do just for self-cleaning, self-cleansing stuff, but I didn't realize that it was similar to this. This is, I guess, self-massage type of stuff I've been doing on my back and arms and whatnot. Try all sorts of techniques. That is so cool, man. That tool is your buddy, man. You going all over the world with that tool. It's getting you back.
There's a bigger, bulkier one that Rock Play for like quads and shit.
Oh, I see.
It's a little bit more expensive. This one's $350 with the discount.
Oh, nice.
It's like $450 without the discount.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
the other one is.
Are you trying to get the bigger one? This one's good.
I really think this one.
Yeah.
I would want to get the bar that grass and technique have a bar. Crazy bar.
Like a
long bar like this.
Oh
yeah.
It's for the same type of work. It's just
same type of work. It's
just techniques.
You just get more nasty on the quads with it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, for people who are huge ass backs, you get real like
right. Yeah. Oh man, you inspired me, man. I'm like start chasing after that rock grass and technique studies, man. It might give me on that. You never know.
Get certified. Just go with the rock tape certification course. Get certified. Go through the experience.
Yeah.
And there, be like,
Gosh. Yeah. Good for you, man. Congratulations.
Well, I had to do something from the physical therapy side because I was working with clients that I was not happy with the results of my massage work I was doing. I just felt like it wasn't effective.
I see.
It was their skin was too hard, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't about wellness massage. It was about making some kind of impact.
Yeah.
So there was an older therapist there, and he worked with tools as well. He was big on trigger point himself. He used tools to do his trigger point work on top of his hand work. And then he had his own little metal blade. And he kind of directed me to the rock tape he told me about. He introduced me to the grass and he introduced me to that, and I just was like, he gave me a little quick session. After that, I just was like, I looked it up and more and more. And I found rock tape, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this certification course.
Definitely helped you out a lot in your massage work, I bet.
We're done with the ROCKBLADES stuff.
Oh, okay. So what do you mean, like stand up or what?
Well, just feel like the stretch or.
Oh, just feel how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I don't want to get up and walk around just yet.
Nah.
But yeah, I can feel that my arms, they're super light and loosened up. I do feel that. They feel fresh, I'll tell you that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a fresh.
So we moved the waste and we allowed new space for now new waste to come into the area.
But this includes the lactic acid, doesn't it?
Of course, the
Yeah.
same thing. Metabolic waste is the lactic acid.
Yeah.
It is the inflammation. It is the water retention.
Right.
That's
what I was thinking.
That's all the above. There is no other.
That's what I was thinking.
Any other fluid besides blood is lymph.
Yes.
There ain't nothing else in the body. You know.
Yeah.